So a big part about Emergence, which is a security graph for governance, risk, and compliance data, is actually being able to integrate throughout the Microsoft 365 ecosystem and take advantage of a lot of those integrated capabilities and embed it directly into the tools that the team, as well as other stakeholders, are already using. And one of that is how do we automate things? How do we integrate with other tools and processes? And a big part of that is Power Automate. So if you're not familiar, Power Automate is a Microsoft product. It's kind of similar to Zapier. It's essentially no-code automation software. And because the backend is really just SharePoint lists, it's really easy to hook in and integrate with the Emergence backend, or essentially the database that's feeding the Power BI reporting and all the other tools. There's SharePoint connectors here, and so we can pull all kinds of, these are just kind of the triggers here. There's a lot of templates as well, but it's essentially just a series of SharePoint lists in the backend. There's also a lot of other pieces and tools that we can hook in here. Things like Planner and having things automatically updated. You can hook in the Microsoft Teams so we can have certain notifications or posts when things occur. Of course, Power BI. But what's really interesting too is we can run approval workflows as well for anything. By hooking in to this approvals, it'll integrate directly in Teams so you can view and manage the approval there as well. So we use this for, we have a Microsoft form where you can just upload the files and it'll go through an approval process. And then we can add new requirements, for example, to our requirements tables and things like that. Tons of stuff popular here. We can even just hook into APIs if you need to hook into any APIs. There's a ton of cool, interesting automations that will come out of the box. But really, from a GRC engineering standpoint, this is a great way to do it. It's low code, no code, and has a lot of stuff already built out from a connection standpoint. The other thing I want to point out, though, as well, is you can also write PowerShell scripts against this. There's the SharePoint PowerShell module, of course, where you can do all kinds of stuff here. There's APIs as well if you want to code against APIs. But if you want to integrate the Emergence GRC tool into other workflows or other tools, there's a couple different ways to go about it, depending on what you need to do and your level of comfortability. But either of these are an awesome option.